Hey fam, welcome to Driven Life TV. Welcome to another video. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Let us dive into today's content. Today's content is about a certain man who actually was talking about the lessons that he has learned. I think the peculiar situation about this person is that he married late. He married around 40 years of age. And so because of that, he has a couple of regrets that he wants to share. And so I want to listen to that. I really want you to listen to this because I have a few lessons that I want us to draw. And then from there, we're going to look at a few comments and then see how far that can take us. Let us dive into this.
If you could go back in time to change a decision you made, what would you change?
I would have married early because I married late. So that is one wrong decision I took in life. I'd have loved to get married maybe as a man at the latest, maybe 30 years old. And I would advise my daughters, they shouldn't let it be later than maybe about 25. I got married at the age of 40. Then the mistakes that should have happened early happened. And when you make your mistakes early, you can make some corrections that you have to make very early and then move on with your life. The years that I adopted in trying to solve those problems, if I have done that very early.
Even if you had married early, would you have still got married to the same person you're married to now?
Yes. The problem was not with the person I got married to. It was with certain things we did not understand. And we didn't know how to handle it. She's a very wonderful woman.
How many kids do you have?
We had none. That is one of the problems we had. The marriage could not produce child early. But now in hindsight, I know some things that I should have done when such problems are experienced in marriage. We didn't handle it properly the way we should handle it. Wherever she is, her space is still there. It has not been filled, and I'm expecting her to come back. I've learned my own mistake. I believe she must have learned us too.
Very, very deep.
So, first of all, you can actually see that he has a couple of regrets. And I think his major thing was that I think he should have married early because it gives him room to make mistakes and then correct them. Now, I think one of the things that you can notice is that if there is something that you only learn through experience is marriage. I think as you experience it, your knowledge becomes well-founded, if you know what I mean. But there's some level of preparation you can do before it to make sure that when you handle it, you're actually handling it better. One thing you will see is that some people get older, they may have experience at life in general, but you find that they have no experience. When I'm saying experience, is that they have no wisdom concerning marriage. And so to them, is that if I'm older, I can handle marriage. That's not how it works. You need to be deliberate about your investment in yourself to make sure that you learn things about marriage, the principles, how to resolve conflicts, how to go through situation, how to relate with one another, how to communicate, how to make sure that there is an understanding in your marriage, how to love each other, how to bond together. Okay, how to dream together, how to handle finances, all those things you have to learn. They are skills that you can learn, but through experience, you get better at those things. And so you can actually see that in that area, he was bankrupt. He had nothing of that nature. And so when situations came, when he got married at 40, they didn't handle those situations well. And then the next thing you know is that they're already older and then the marriage doesn't work out. It's like, okay, time is up. And then he's saying that there is still space for this woman. She can come back. And he really wants her back. Okay, he has learned his lessons. But the thing about it is that when he's saying that you shouldn't marry late, I actually agree with him. It's not a good thing. In our time, I think marrying late has been celebrated. We actually prioritize education, careers, and things of that nature and say we can marry at a later date. I'm telling you, biology has its way of finding you. You must be a person who has your life planned out. Prioritize marriage. It shouldn't be one of the secondary things you do. It should be primary. Do you understand what I'm saying? Prioritize marriage. It's very important. Fertility issues, pregnancy issues. At the same time, even raising kids at the right time. Very important. You don't want to be raising kids in your 60s. Come on now. Make sure you marry at a good time. And then when you marry at a good time, have kids early. And then from there, you can see what you can do after that. It's really important. I think that's a lesson that everyone should learn and relearn. In our time, this should be hammered into us because our parents even have not done a good job because all of them are driving us towards not having kids early, not having getting married early. It's like when you reach 35, that's when they're like, maybe you should start looking for marriage. And I'm like, it's too late. In your 20s, you fended off so many good partners because you wanted to prioritize other things. I'm telling you, 20s is the best time to get married. That's what I'm telling you. So it's important to have your life planned out, achieve some of your goals early. Then from there, if you have some income, get married and start to build from there. Do you understand? So it's really important what he said. But let me see what this guy say.
I don't think there is an age to get married, but I hear what he's saying. The earlier you do it, the more you learn. Because people downplay marriage. You can be with someone for 20 years, then marry them, and something just changes in the 20 years.
yeah.
Being with someone doesn't mean it's the same as marriage. There's something about the union of marriage that is different to cohabiting with someone. I really pray for
Yeah.
him, man, that he's able to reunite with Auntie, because you can tell he still loves her, Bambi.
Okay, so you can actually see they're agreeing with him that it's really important that you marry early. But most of the times in a culture where people can simply cohabit, people are not prioritizing marriage. And so this is what happens when you're not encouraging people to get married. They end up going to for things like cohabiting, which is nothing compared to marriage. It's nothing. Really, it doesn't help anyone. Let me see some of the comments here. Someone says he got married late, yet he probably did not have the wisdom that he needed to have had at 40. Hence, he made the mistakes he would have made as a young, carefree man in his 20s or 30s. So my point is the problem is not getting married late. The problem is his inability to acquire the wisdom needed for marriage at that age. Well, yeah, to some level, he's lacking the wisdom. But even marrying late was a problem. Okay, let's not downplay that. What does someone else says? Marriage isn't easy. Everyone will advise you to marry early, but nobody will support you with a dime. To me, have money before considering marriage because the lack of money causes breakup. Well, there's something true about that. That's why I said achieve your things early. Okay, this thing about money, you cannot tell me that a lack of money should be the reason why you're delaying certain things that will have so much consequences if you do them late. Okay, so this is why you need to plan things. You need to make sure you figure out your life quickly. Early, make some good decisions early. Then make sure you're building yourself up quickly. Okay, you don't have to do a big wedding for you to get married. You can literally just go to the church, let them bless the wedding, and then start your family. Later on, if you have the money, you can actually do a good wedding. That's up to you. But this thing about delaying money because of a wedding, because most people it's about the wedding. They have some cash flow, but they're like, I can't support a wedding. I'm like, it doesn't have to be big. Okay. And then this one says, 30 years old me chilling in my mom's house, calling myself Gen Z. Anyways, life starts at 40. Someone encourages her to say, you've got time, don't worry. No, she doesn't. She doesn't have time at all. Okay. And then someone says she's not going back. She's at peace. Be well with you. Be well, my guy. For sure. I don't think the woman is coming back here. There's someone says, good for me. I don't even think of the word marriage. This is the type of mindset I'm talking about. Okay? This person right here is a representative of actually most of the younger generation now. We have a problem, I'm telling you. We have a problem. It's big. Someone says got married at 40 and still couldn't make it work. Wild. Okay? Yeah, so this is what is happening. And most people are actually talking about I think discouraging marrying early and things of that nature. But this is the situation, I'm telling you. When I'm saying marrying early, it doesn't have to be too early. It doesn't have to be 18, 19, 20, 21. Not necessarily. You can marry in your late 20s, things like that, after 25. But don't let it go to late 30s, 40s. That's not a good idea. At the end of the day, it will affect you in ways that you will never understand. Okay? It's very important. It's very important. Have your life planned out properly and make sure your goals align with your priorities. Then make sure that you're actually doing the right things at the right time. Okay, we're not supposed to be having kids early. But anyways, tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a good one.